you. Yo, what up? Bafu, Justin, Big Tom. How we all doing? Oh boy, has it been a busy week. Been a busy week. Got a new vaporizer for my B-Day weekend. Nice. Again, happy birthday, Big Tom. Today, shoot. What up, Immortal? Today we're gonna do something a little different. I've been playing this game, Trials Survivor, which is pretty sweet. If you've seen the video, I don't know what you want. It's a horde survival bullet hell type game. Seems a bit quiet. Like I'm a bit quiet. Dang, got a raise. Been doing OT. Good to hear. I didn't change anything from my last stream. So I don't know if it's quiet. I don't know. I guess I put a pop filter on there. Playing Trials Survivors right now. Sweet. It's a pretty good game. It's a pretty good game. I've been enjoying it. It's a really basic game, but it does kind of hit all like the right. It hits all the right. It's all the right whatever you want to call it. The right things you want to see in a game. What up, Duck? Good morrow, everybody. Tip of the cap to you too, Duck. Why not do both? You can do both, Duck. It's gonna play till I saw you were going live. I'm going live today because I can't really go live this weekend. I might do another live stream tomorrow night. I might go live tomorrow night again, but I'm definitely not going to go live Saturday because, again, I've been watching the NBA Finals, and Saturday night's the next game. You got me playing this game just like you did 3 others. Nice. Yeah, this is a good one. This one's fun. I've been enjoying this one. I haven't been able to play a ton, but okay, so I think we're just gonna jump into the game. We're gonna try out. I unlocked a new class here, so we're gonna try out the dancer class. See what we can do here. Yeah, let's just jump into the desert. Oh boy, that sounds a little too loud. Every game is a little bit different, you know? But man, this game, I don't know. I don't know what it is about this game. This game just, it's just, it feels like pretty chill to play. You know, it doesn't feel as stressed. Not like Deep Rock Galactic Survivor is stressful, but you know, it kind of is. Sometimes it can be. Okay, Sagittarius. Okay, so now we're starting to get the physical stuff here. Ooh, extra chakrams. I'm gonna do that one. So now we're gonna shoot out 2 chakrams. Like this game has cool spell level ups. It has, I think the aesthetics for the game are pretty nice. So how are we doing on sound? How are we doing on sound? Am I too low? Nope, wrong button. There we go. This character, instead of having a dash, they have this sort of ultimate ability where they can I want to make sure I'm getting physical spells. Fire a volley of projectiles that deal fire. Man, there's so many spells in this game too. Okay, let's go with the extra chakram. This game just has a crazy amount of spells, it seems. Oh wow, 3 extra projectiles. Holy shit, that's a legendary upgrade. Sounds good to me, and I know I'm really happy I got it. Okay, good. Yeah, let's do the 3. Wow, that's already we have like a really cool chakram spell now. This game's sweet though. This game, like, I know this game's probably gonna go under the radar and, you know, not be like one of the more hyped games compared to some other of these Survivor games that come out, but I'm gonna enjoy my time with this while we play it. Let's I wonder if we want to keep going with extra chakrams. I think we'll do bleed chance. We still need to get some extra physical spells though. This character, like I said, this character doesn't get a dash though. I'm definitely gonna try to do more videos. How come we keep getting the same spells on this one? Let's go with the physical damage. I feel like I'm not quite sure how this game works in terms of unlocking spells and getting new spells yet. Maybe think of the movie Kroll. I don't know if I've seen that. I do like this chakram spell though. This is a pretty good one. I'm gonna start, we're slowly starting to sort of upgrade everything in the stream, you know. New mic. I've been working on some new thumb styles. We're gonna get, I'm gonna work on getting a new starting screen. I want to get something, you know, that's a little bit more gaming focused. As much as I love my starting G start screen, I think we're gonna get something new here soon. So I need to find something to that. You know, I want to get like I want to get a nice retro game animation one that kind of maybe has like a little bit of a Pokemon vibe to it, but obviously not copywriting Pokemon. Man, am I not going to complete this quest? Oh no, the quest is just survive. Okay, that's easy. Oh my gosh, 2 more projectiles? Okay, let's do that. We still only have 1 spell though. How do I only have 1 spell? Usually a bunch of other spells would show up. Okay, here we go, finally. Oh no, this is, dang it, this isn't a new spell, this is an evolution. The evolutions in this are cool though. Okay, chakrams are cast in a helix pattern from the launch position. Throw a unique chakram that doesn't return but chains off enemies. Cast a volley of chakrams from either the left or right side. How does this work with my current ones. Because I like this one. Throw a unique chakram that doesn't return but chains off enemies. Let's go with the Helix, though. Chakrams are cast, because this one makes me think like it's one chakram. Has to volley from either the left or right. Let's go with the Helix. And then bleed chance. I still haven't seen any other physical skills though. Here we go, finally, like at least a new character. But this is fire, lightning. I want to try to get all physical stuff here. I'm gonna re-roll this. Let's re-roll her. Sagittarius. Do you only have one physical skill for us? That's crazy. Starting G needs to keep being the BRB screen for the memes. Yeah, I mean, I could still emphasize starting G on my new screen too. We'll see. I need to figure out how to get one done. I don't know if I'm gonna go, if I just need to find one and purchase it, or oh, I don't know if I like this new one. Oh no, this new one's worse. Is this new one worse? Well, no, it's probably not worse, but it definitely needs to, I definitely need enemies to be a little bit closer in range, I guess. Actually, now that I'm looking at this, I don't know if I like it more. I think this is actively hurting me. I think this is a worse upgrade. It also doesn't help that I still only have one spell. I think at this point I just need to pick any spell, even if it's not a physical spell. This is not good. We might lose right away here. Okay, I need another spell. I don't know why we haven't seen like anything else really show up. Ursa Major. Okay, lightning. Okay. We're gonna go Storm Orb because that's a pretty good spell. I just need something. It's like the close, yeah, it is like the close range drone upgrade. Like it feels like we lost a lot of our range. Or at least, I don't know what the right word is. Like hitting our immediate threat, you know, like I want to hit all these guys in front of me. I don't want to waste my chakrams going to the back. I think we're in trouble this run though. I don't know why there's not more physical spells though. That's confusing me. Fire, lightning. Okay, let's try Holy Ground. Generate one static zone that deals damage to enemies inside it. Yeah, I'm gonna look into, like I said, we're doing a lot of upgrades this next month or so. Because I put a post on my channel, I don't know if you guys saw it, but like we're starting to get to that stagnant phase of our YouTube channel. Growth has been super slow. I feel like my views always peak around the same numbers. Most of my videos kind of range in like that yeah, let's make that one like the 2 to like 5,000 range. Yo, it's LA Draws. That's a name I haven't seen in a long time. How is it going? Draws over here made all of my emotes. Old Twitch friend. How's it going? I almost never hang. I know it's probably, there's not a lot of crossover from YouTube to Twitch, you know? Most people who are on the Twitch world, they stay on Twitch. You're using them here? I use them in my Discord. I don't know if I can use them here. And if I did, I don't know how to set them up yet because I don't really do a lot of live streaming. But I probably should set them up here. But yeah, I still use them. They're still actively used in my Discord. Hold on, I lost my chat. Hold on, I need to close something. Okay, there we go. I want to cross stream, but I'm too lazy. I know, I kind of thought of like doing it at some point, but I feel like it's really weird cross streaming between YouTube and Twitch. Okay, we have Gemini. Okay. Cold lightning and fire damage. Whoa. Whoa, Gemini does a mix of stuff. I don't speak for everyone, but I feel like we're here because of you, man. Love your content. Thanks, Big T. My bestie does YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, Instagram. Holy cow. I don't think I could do that much. Like live streaming on all of those? That's crazy. Inflicts an elemental damaging debuff that spreads to nearby enemies. Fire 2 projectiles that pierce everything and create cascading explosions on walls. Fire barrage of magic bolts that deal fire, frost, and lightning damage. Let's just go with the highest level one. Inflicts an elemental damaging debuff that spreads. But yeah, like I was looking at, like what kind of made me sort of trigger all that is I was looking at, you know, just always kind of looking at analytical numbers and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, man, my sub count is actually lower this year than it was last year at this point. So by this point in 2025, I had actually gained more subs than I had in 2026. And you know, that kind of really threw me through a loop. I was like, huh. Yeah, I guess so. Like it does feel like we haven't had another big game this year to like bring in a new audience. Deep Rock Galactic Survivor isn't really bringing in new people. You know, it's just keeping all the people that have been around occupied and all of that kind of stuff. So yeah, things like that. So like I said, we're just gonna try to do some different things. Mainly not like a lot of different things, but we already talked about like the thumbnail stuff, so we're gonna do that. And I'm changing the times that I post my videos. So really just that. Nothing super crazy. But I will admit I am getting a little bit tired of Deep Rock Galactic Survivor. Especially for streaming. I don't want to stream Deep Rock Galactic every time. What I would like to do is be able to stream any game and still get the same amount of people showing up every time. That would be the dream. That's kind of the dream. That's like the end goal. I want to be able to stream Trials Survivors and get the same amount of views that we get for Deep Rock Galactic. But I definitely appreciate all the OGs. The usuals showing up all the time. And let's do fire damage. Like it's always nice to have that crew that kind of shows up. I want to try to get that bomb, but I don't want to leave this area. That's why I have that's why I have a PO box. I pay for a PO box. I have to use my address for a lot of stuff. Like if I sign NDAs or things like that, or if devs want to send me stuff, I'm like, I don't want to give my physical address to anybody. Let's do that legendary damage over time. We don't really have many rerolls left. Let's see some cheap horror game night. Wish. We still have to stick, I think, with roguelikes, which is fine. When we did our horror stream with Resident Evil, there was like 5 people there, and I think it was you guys. It was like you guys. Horror game night. Do you still play Dead by Daylight? I haven't touched Dead by Daylight. I tried to get my son to play it because my son is really into horror. My son is really into horror. And so I tried to get him to play Dead by Daylight. Almost daily. Nice. Yeah, my son's like hardcore into horror right now. They're gonna go see one of the new ones, the Back Rooms. Is that one of the new horror ones? He's gonna go see that this weekend. '10th anniversary. Dang. Has it really been that long? I guess so, huh? That's crazy. Strat games? Nah. I mean, I think we have to... This is something I don't mind. I think we have to stick with roguelike games. And that's fine. Like, these type of Horde Survivor type games, I'm pretty confident if I move genres, that's not going to be good at all. If I wanted to switch genres, I would have to, make like a new channel for that. I'm definitely not against, like, we're going to keep this the channel's going to stay roguelike. So when we talk about changes, it's not really changing that. If I get off roguelikes, then that'll kill the channel. I would have to make a brand new channel if we want to switch genres. Because what's funny is I originally came into this channel with the intent of doing just indie games. Like all indie games. Story-driven games, action games, RPGs, whatever. But roguelikes were kind of what did the best, and I was like, alright, we're gonna dig into the roguelike stuff. The Backrooms was so good. I've heard a lot of good things about it. So he's gonna go see it this weekend. I don't think I'm gonna go with them. I think just my wife is taking them. He has this, it's not a girlfriend, but he has this girl that they share a lot of similar hobbies with. And so they're gonna go see it together. They've been to the movies a couple times, but my wife usually takes them. Let's go chain reaction. Obsessed was the other one. That was the other one I was thinking of. Undertone. I don't know if I've heard of that one. Was that like a big theater release, or is that... I don't know if I've heard of that one. Undertone. I'll have to ask. It also depends what the content is. My son is only 13, so he gets away with... We let him watch, you know, like, we let him watch rated R stuff, as long as it's not, like, too crazy. Undertone was a pretty big theater release. Okay. Have them watch Apex. I haven't seen it, but I did see like it show up on my feed on Netflix. They might have watched it. I don't know. My son and my wife have this routine where they pretty much watch a horror thing like every night of the week. They pretty much watch something horror almost every night, whether it's a show or a movie. They'll watch it for like 20 or 30 minutes, you know, before they go to bed. Apex was so good. Okay. And that's a horror movie? I didn't get horror vibes from the thumbs, but I'll check that out. Apex was the Hulu. Oh, Hulu one, right? Maybe it's Hulu. This physical build, these chakrams are actually doing a ton of work, especially in some of these other levels. All right, let's do ability haste with that one. I think my thing with horror movies is I love horror movies, but I feel that there's way more bad ones than there are good ones, so I usually tend not to watch horror movies that much. But if I hear really good things about one, I will go watch it. Like, I do want to see Backrooms. Do want to check that one out. But I'll probably wait till it's out. There are more bad than good. Oh yeah. It almost turns me off of the genre, because usually when I see a horror movie, you know, I almost instantly write it off at this point. And I guess that's an issue. Because yeah, when I see horror movie, I'm like, that's gonna be bad. We don't really need to do pickup range in this game. Let's just go with extra max health. My son did watch Smile, and I think Smile 2. I know they watched that one. He's honestly probably watched almost every horror streaming thing you can think of. Because like I said, they've been doing that for probably well over a year now. And they've been watching it almost nightly, whether it's a TV show or a movie. Smile's an instant classic. I'll have to binge some of these movies someday. I've been going back, for whatever reason, I've been on this sort of retro kick. Watching a lot of old action movies. You know, like I was talking to Justin, you know, I don't know, like a week or two ago, I'd finally watched Blade Runner. Not too long ago, I watched all of the Alien movies again. And I was kind of thinking of starting Terminator again too, because it's been so long since I watched Terminator. I've been watching a lot of like retro movies. I don't know why. Maybe it's like a midlife crisis or something. Go with ability haste. Yeah, it's cool that they kind of got into that, you know, like it's their thing that they do. That's their bonding time. Go cold damage. And then these ones aren't retro movies, but I watched Nobody the other day, and now I'm in the middle of watching Nobody 2, which honestly I'll probably finish tonight after the stream. All right, I gotta go. Thank you for hanging out. Exclamation! No lurk commands, no lurk chat responses. But thank you for coming in. Much appreciated. Good seeing you again. Let's go area effect. Nobody is awesome. I agree. I like Nobody. And I'm about halfway through Nobody 2. I don't need these magnets. We already got all the XP. I like how this orb just poops out a bunch of XP for us. So yeah, literally as soon as I get off this stream, I'm probably gonna go. I guess I'm gonna eat dinner. I'll make dinner and then I'm gonna go finish that because I don't have to go into the office tomorrow. Friday's a telework day, so I can stay up a little bit later tonight. Oh, but I guess oh gosh, I have to get up at midnight tonight. I forgot. I have to wake up at midnight because there's a because Target started doing Pokemon drops on Thursday night at midnight, and they're gonna do pre-orders for the new set tonight. So I gotta stay up till midnight, or at least I gotta set my alarm try to get that. So I'll be up late tonight. But luckily, I don't have to go into the office tomorrow. So it's fine. Thursday nights is the best night for them to do it because starting in July, we have a return to office. So we're gonna, man, I don't think we're gonna do this. I'm not strong enough. And look at my chakrams. Oh man, the rocks are destroying these chakrams. Oh my gosh, the rocks kill these chakrams. Holy cow, that's not good at all. This is not a good level for chakrams. Because look, as soon as they hit the rocks, they disappear. Dang, that sucks. That totally kills the spell. Wow. That was rough. Dang. That did not go very well. Okay, I think we need to come over here and we need to do a... Let's do... I think we're going to do a refresh. What is... So what... I'm assuming refresh is going to give me different stuff here. It does. Okay. So this game is pretty cool in the fact that, you know, it has a shop here where you can buy stuff. And then it has this mechanic over here where you can equip stuff. So, you know, if you want it to go whatever, like I even had a good amount of physical damage on here, but I didn't see any other physical spells. We only, the chakrams was the only physical spell we had. And then I put some extra bleed chance, damage over time, because I thought we were going to get physical stuff. But we never did. So a lot of that physical damage just kind of got wasted. So let's try the Electromancer then. And then we'll try to do more electric stuff. The only problem, man, it costs so much to reset that. There's no lightning damage here. We could buy some ability haste though. Let's buy... I guess we can only buy one of those. That sucks. Maybe they're unlocks. This isn't a demo though. This isn't a demo. But yeah, they might be unlocks with the other characters. To unlock this class, you must complete this achievement. Very hard. Complete any biome on very hard difficulty. And then the last class is a Cryomancer. To unlock this class, you must complete this achievement. Okay, this one right here. To unlock... That makes no sense to me. To unlock this class, you must complete this achievement. Okay, how to hypothermia? Is that the thing I have to do? Where's hypothermia? Right here. Okay, deal a total of 10 million cold damage. Why don't you just tell me I have to do 10 million cold damage? Okay. I thought it was a demo. Yeah, no, this is early access, so but that was odd that we only saw one physical spell that whole time. Okay, so let's try the lightning character. Let's do chain. Ooh, that one's, man, that one has a lot of weight. I don't know if I really have... Oh, we do have a couple lightning. Okay, let's get rid of a max health. Move that. Do more lightning. Shock chance, move speed, max health, lightning, chain count. Okay, let's get rid of one more max health and we'll put on another lightning. Oh no, we don't. Never mind, we can't. I don't have another lightning one. Let's go with ailment duration. I really like this system though. This is a very, very, very cool way to set up a build. So I guess you could technically just buy a bunch of lightning damage and then maybe you could do all lightning damage here and just have a shit ton of that. Stuff like that would be super cool. because I'm thinking, you know, maybe I'm just not strong enough to do kind of the next level yet either. I don't know. But I think since we didn't have physical skills, I think that really hurt me. But man, those chakrams, I think that really kind of, this level, man, because they just kept hitting the rock and that was it. Then they were gone. Okay, so let's do, yeah, see, so now we actually get lightning stuff. So let's do Storm Orb. This is a cool game to probably play. I have, because I guess I do need to grind a little bit more for this game. Oh yeah, here's all the physical stuff now. Whirling Knives. Stupid game. Stupid game. But these are fire damage, so we're gonna re-roll this. Let's re-roll the Constellation. Okay, then we're gonna do Thunderhammer. Was real. I don't think I'm gonna take Thunderhammer. No, we'll take Thunderhammer. I took it last time and it wasn't really that good, but it was also because I didn't really level it up. So I need to give it a chance. Okay, we'll do the extra projectile count again. But I need to fire up my Steam Deck for this one. It's just grinding out levels and getting extra whatever you want to call that thing, where we can put the meta progress stuff. Let's do lightning damage multiplier. What difficulty is this? Oh, this is the very beginning. Tanky mobs for sure. Yes. How's it going, Ayumi? Yeah, this is only like my 4th time playing this game. So I'm still on the easiest difficulty. Go shock chance. We're not getting too hardcore here yet. I guess I'm mainly just kind of grinding through the game. But this is a good one. I've been enjoying this one. Gemini, between us, the stars hold their breath. All right, let's do... I feel like we did... I guess I didn't pay too much attention to the damage stuff last time. I should have. Ooh, Leo. Okay, this is going to be fire. We're not going to want fire. Let's do... I guess we'll do our last reroll for now. Okay, back to Gemini. I guess let's try something new. Fires 2 projectiles. I have to take one of these. There's nothing I can really do about. This one does have, well, I guess all of these have a little bit of lightning chance, so that's fine. Magic Bolt. Fire a barrage of magic bolts that deal fire, frost, and lightning. But that's only a common. All of these have all 3 element though. These all have all 3 elements. I think I'm gonna go with Interlace Shot though, because that's a rare one. But that has fire damage, cold damage, and lightning damage. I think that's the point of Gemini. I think Gemini has like all the damage on them. I don't know how that works though, but I mean it says it does damage for all of it. Honestly, desert map is hard either way. Keep in mind the desert is hella harder than... Okay. Maybe that's why I'm struggling to beat this too. Go chain distance. Or no, let's just make sure we get another lightning spell. That might be the issue too. I might just have to play the other map a little bit more. World just started. Went from no rain to monsoon. Holy cow. Let's do area of effect. This game has slowly become one of my like kind of favorite games that have come out. I thought there's been a lot of games that come out this week. Curse Mark came out, Arms of God came out. I wasn't expecting this one to be my favorite out of those. And I think this one is my favorite. I really like Arms of God, so that's saying a lot that this one has kind of jumped up as the game I like more. I wasn't expecting much from this because I played the demo. I played the demo for this, and you know, it was fine. But that's really all it was. It was just fine. It felt bland and generic to me. And I think the game still has a little bit of that to it, but once you start diving into it a bit more, you know, it does feel like it becomes a good game. Once you start seeing all the build varieties you can do, the amount of spells in the game, the gameplay's relatively fun. It's simple, but you know, it's fun. Let's go with upgrade on that. Storm Orb, Shock Chance. Oh, we can teleport over walls? I actually didn't know that. Oh, okay. Good to know. I did not know that. I would never have done that. I might have randomly figured it out. What game is this? Trials Survivor. Just came out into early access a couple days ago. It's a pretty cool sort of, obviously, sort of bullet hell, bullet heaven type game. Horde survival. I know there was a big push a while ago between all the indie devs to sort of nail down, you know, a tag for these types of games. I'm kind of surprised Horde Survival wasn't the main tag, because I feel that that describes these games perfectly. I always call these games Horde Survivals. You're fighting a horde and you want to survive. Makes the most sense to me. But I think they kind of went with the whole bullet heaven, bullet hell tag for Steam. I do probably need to jump into the Discord for this one too. I don't think I'm in the Discord for this game. So usually, like, when a game becomes, you know, a game that I enjoy playing on the channel, it's always good to jump to the Discord so I can keep up with what they're gonna add and when they're gonna add it, so I can plan that out. But man, next week is Steam Next Fest. So Horde Survival is legit better. Yeah, I think they want to go with like Bullet Heaven. I can't remember what was kind of the winning thing. Because instead of a Bullet Hell, it's a Bullet Heaven. But I still don't like that either. Horde Survival, come on. Let's go with more spell upgrade. Ooh, 2 projectiles. That seems like a pretty big upgrade. And 2 projectiles for that. Okay. I like how fast their little feet move too. I was thinking I should probably do more videos for this game. But then as I was just thinking, you know, we did, as I just mentioned, you know, Steam Next Fest is next week. So that's going to kind of push this game back a little bit because I'm going to have to do all the Steam Next Fest games. I've already got a ton of emails for so many different games already that I need to try. That's pretty much what I'm going to spend this whole weekend doing. Steam Next Fest games. Let's go. Let's just go. I'm going to go with the straight up lightning damage. They announced a huge patch earlier today and already dropped it. Oh man, I didn't even see what the patch was then. I just jumped into the game. Yeah, I don't imagine this game getting a lot of activity, which is kind of a bummer. With kind of as cool as this game is. I do think the genericness look of it is gonna hold it back a little bit. Yeah, it is cool. I think it said, I wish we could see it. I think it said it bounces off the walls. Or I guess it attaches to the walls, huh? But yeah, I think because again, my first initial impression of this game when I played the demo was sure this game's cool, but it does feel a bit generic. You know, it feels that there's, because even like the UI stuff, you know, your town hub, it's all very bland. So I kind of have a feeling the aesthetics might hold this game back more than it deserves. So I hope that doesn't really hurt them. I hope they can figure out a way to get this game to reach like a bigger audience, which I guess is part of what I'm doing or trying to do. Okay, we have our evolution here. Fire 3 sets of 2 projectiles. Cascading explosions now work on both enemies and walls. Fire projectiles that periodically explode when traveling and bounce off walls. I like one of these ones. Cascading explosions now work on both enemies and walls. Or fire 3 sets of 2 projectiles. Yeah, so that's what we're looking at right now, both walls and monsters. These are kind of my 2 choices. I guess both enemies and walls. I don't know. This one's tough. This is honestly a tough decision because I really like the fire 3 sets of 2 projectiles. So we'll basically fire out 2 extra ones. But then I like this one because now it'll attach itself to the enemies. But if we have 3 sets of 2, that might be better. Let's go with, we'll go with the enemies and walls. We'll just try that one. Well, since Ayumi mentioned bouncing off enemies and walls, we'll go with that one, because that one sounds like it's pretty cool. Honestly, it is pretty good, too. Because then it's always making sure that it's hitting an enemy as long as it doesn't hit a wall first. Both are solid choices. Yeah, they both seemed like it. I like this spell though. This is a cool one. We need to do, I guess we need to do try to do a full Gemini build. They got some cool spells. Okay, let's just do, I'm gonna do this one so we can get the evolution for that. Let's go chain. Yeah, this spell is pretty cool because it's pretty unique. I don't really think I've seen many spells like this one in many games. I think we'll go no spoilers. I think we'll go no spoilers on the evolution stuff. Is it something I can do already that I'm just not seeing? Or is it something I'm going to see later in the game? Let's do bounce and pierce more. I'm heading out. My favorite people got to get ready for bed. All right, Big Tom. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping in. Catch you when I catch you next. Maybe, I don't know, maybe tomorrow night. Definitely won't be doing the normal Saturday night stream, but maybe tomorrow night. Okay, let's do the projectile. Man, the poor Thunderhammer has been getting neglected every time I use this weapon. Okay, you'll figure it out at some point. Okay. Yeah, let's wait then until I figure it out, because sometimes usually those types of moments are usually, you know, that's a good moment for like a video if I record, or if we discover it here tonight or something. I don't know. But I appreciate you asking first. A bunch of people when I was playing Ball X Pit, a lot of people spoiled one of the biggest mechanics of that game for me, and then so when it happened, it was like, oh, I already knew this was happening. Because Ball X Pit has a really big mechanic that you're probably not expecting later in the game, and that got spoiled for me, and I was like, oh, wish I didn't know that. I wish I would have discovered it on my own. I have a big presentation Monday. Oh no. I think that's the best part about my current job is I mean, I'm gonna knock on wood, but I hardly ever have to do presentations. Our office does a lot of presentations. We do like almost weekly presentations to the public. But my team is the one that mainly handles the meetings. You know, we set it up, we set up the Zoom meetings, we invite all the people, you know, we do the moderating, but we're not the ones that actually run the presentations. And honestly, I don't think my job really will ever require me to do a presentation, even with future promotions and all that. So I think I definitely lucked out on that side of it. I don't like doing presentations, which is odd to say. Like, it's always weird that I do fine on YouTube and stuff like that, and Twitch and live streaming and whatnot, but then I personally hate public speaking. I don't even know if I could do it anymore. It's probably been like 7 years since I had to do a presentation at my job. Legendary lightning damage. I was volunteered by my boss. Oh no. I'd be like, thanks. I'm lucky. I don't think I would have, I don't know. I don't know if I would have stayed in my current job if I had to do a bunch of public speaking. Because like I said, our office does a lot. We have weekly, I would say weekly presentations to the public pretty consistently. But that's the other side of the office. You know, the program side, where I guess I'm more on the admin side of it. Okay, well, this is officially maxed out. That's what it feels like, duh. But honestly, if I was the boss, that's what I would do. You know, if my boss said, hey, we want you guys to do a presentation, I'd be like, all right, team, you guys handle it. That's what I would do. I would just have my team do it, and I would be there to supervise it. Go with more, I guess it makes sense to do more shock chance because we have mostly lightning spells. Not a lot of area of effect stuff, huh? Let's do that one then. But this game, again, this game does so many things right. I love that when you pick a spell, or when you pick one of those sort of meta upgrades, like this one right here, Ability Haste, you know, then on the left-hand side, it tells you exactly what it's doing. Or if you pick Shock Chance, it's telling you exactly what spells are affected by it and how much it's going to increase. A lot of games miss that kind of stuff, so this game does that perfect. And it's always one of my biggest requested things too, when we see these upgrades, you know, okay, increased damage 5%. It's like, okay, well, show me what 5% looks like so I don't have to do the math. Just show me. It's not that hard. And then that way I don't need to go to a pause menu, look at how much damage I'm doing, to be like, okay, 5% of that is about 30 damage, so I guess we'll go with that. Oh man, this thing wrecks these totems. Oh, that was pretty good. Yeah, Joe, like that's I think one of the best qualities about this game. And again, I think I feel like a lot of that is going to get missed because people are going to write this game off as too bland or whatever, or no, because even when I first did a video, you know, one person commented, you know, generic. And I was like, all right. I mean, I can't blame you for thinking that because there's not like there's not a lot of unique things that make this game stand out, but when you start actually playing it and realizing all the good things it does, that's when you start to realize, like, oh, this game is good. This game is a really good game. I remember that. Oh, yeah. Like, yeah, someone just straight up said generic, and I was like, all right. I mean, I can't blame you for thinking that, but I think if you, like, I think if people were to discover this game and start playing it more. They're working on something in the home hub where you can view every single skill and upgrade in the game. Yeah, definitely could use that. But that was literally my impressions when, because again, on June 8th, a bunch of games came out. Cursemark came out, Arms of God came out, and then this game came out. And, you know, I wasn't really, my biggest priority was Arms of God. And then my second priority was Cursemark. And then this one was kind of like, well, I'll do a video for this one if those games don't do as well as I think they will. Because I'll just keep doing videos for those games. And so this game was on my radar, but it didn't have that priority over you know, Arms of God and Cursemark. So those games were the focus on the weekly videos. So, but then I was like, all right, I could fit this game in, you know, a couple days after release, and then here we are, and now it's a really cool game. And so yeah, I wish this game had a, I haven't checked to see like what it's looking like on Steam. And I guess I can kind of check that right now. Like, how is this game doing? I'm gonna guess less than 40 reviews. Trial survivors, store page. Oh, wow. It does have more than I thought. Okay, it has 95 reviews and it's sitting at very positive. That's still not a lot though. That's not a lot of reviews. Whereas Arms of God has 510 reviews. And then what does Cursemark look like right now? Cursemark has, oh, Cursemark only has 140. That's pretty low too. I thought Cursemark would be the highest. Yeah, I guess 90 reviews isn't that bad. It could be worse, but I'm sure they would want more. But yeah, 90 at very positive, that's pretty solid. I should honestly leave more Steam reviews. I don't do that enough. Area of effect damage, or just, let's do that. I really should, just to help out some of these smaller games, because I know reviews mean a lot to them. But yeah, I'll have to... I haven't used my Steam Deck in a little while. It's been like a month since I used my Steam Deck. I might have to do that for this game so I can start getting my character progression stuff a lot higher and unlock the rest of these characters. So now I have quite a few games I need to grind. I need to grind out this game. I need to grind out Arms of God. Because the good part about this game is, I never reroll. I guess I haven't been. If you, for the first run, we rerolled a ton, and I used all of them right away. I think my biggest weakness when I play these games is I usually tend not to reroll. But the video or the run before this, I think right before you jumped in, I was trying to get more physical spells, and they never showed up. So I don't know if there's just a lack of physical spells in the game. But we didn't see any. But yeah, like right here, I guess I could reroll, but I think we'll do this one. Let's go with more shock chance. No. See, okay, let's do a reroll. We'll do a reroll because I want to try to get... Oh, I guess this isn't going to give me those, huh? I want to upgrade my spells more. But they keep giving me... Ah, screw it. I'm gonna upgrade my spells. Man, this... Whatever this spell is called, this interlaced one, this spell is sick. This is such a cool spell. It just sits on an elite too. If there's no other enemies nearby, it just sits on that elite and just racks up a ton of damage. Oh wow, Chain Lightning Legendary. Okay, let's do that. I love that you can go from uncommon to legendary upgrade too. There's only 3. Yeah. Another one I can't tell you about. Okay. Because I was trying to play the dancer and I put all this physical damage on them for, you know, the meta progress stuff, and then never saw another physical spell. I was like, well, that kind of sucks. And then I think when we started this run, I finally found the throwing knives, and I was like, oh, well, there's another one. All right, let's do projectile count. Area of effect. Okay, well, we made it to 8. The last time I played this character, I made it to the 10th wave. And then I died with 5 seconds left. Yeah, the hammer is a hybrid, yeah. Lightning and physical. Okay, with pierce count. No, let's keep trying to level these up so we can evolve. This is definitely probably going to be somewhere on my most underrated, like if I ever did tier list, or you know, I don't do those type of videos because I hate doing them. But if I ever did this game deserves more love or most underrated game of the year, I could feel this one being on that list. But I'm going to do whatever I can to spread the love for this game. Lead chance, huh? Okay, we could do that one. I missed out on the Thunder Hammer evolution stuff. I haven't seen that yet. Because every time I use it, for whatever reason, it doesn't get a lot of level ups. What games have you enjoyed the most recently? Hellforged. Hellforged is probably my most anticipated. That's only in a playtest though. But I think Hellforged has been my most favorite game here recently. And then Arms of God just came out, but I really do like that one too. I think that's a pretty cool. So if we're talking recent, those games for sure. Especially Hellforged. Hellforged, I cannot wait for that game to come out. Wow, we only have one upgrade. Okay, I'm actually gonna go with this one, even though it's a lower level rarity, because I want to get the evolution on that. But if you guys haven't played Hellforge or seen that one, check that one out. That's a super good game. It's like one of these games, you know, it's a horde survival, bullet hell, roguelike type game with a little bit of extraction mechanics to it, but the extraction mechanics kind of seem secondary. But you know, it has loot, it has a good gameplay loop, it has cool spells. Okay, generate 2 permanent storm orbs that orbit the player. That's a no. The main projectile now bounces off walls. Storm orbs. Oh, I remember this was. I'm gonna try the. No, let's do this one. I feel like that's the best one, just by reading them. And we'll do Thunder Hammer so we can get the evolution on that now. Okay, so let's see what these are. Rotate. Okay, I knew this was gonna be one of them. A Hammered In. There was no way they weren't gonna have a Hammered In this. Orbit and follow the player after being launched. Upon impact, also generate. Let's do the. We'll do the Hammered In. I guess not quite. Kind of a Hammered In. It doesn't really rotate around me though, but everybody loves a good Hammered In. So it looks like when it hits the enemy, it becomes the rotating. That's not bad. That's actually a good idea. But yeah, recently I can't really think of any other games that have come out that I've really enjoyed. Hellforged is probably the big one, and then this game too. You know, this game's growing on me more and more. Dang, Chain Lightning, man. Sitting there, not one level up on Chain Lightning. That's crazy. Wonder which spell is going to be doing the least damage this run. Yeah, these golem type characters, the rock characters, they're so tanky. I don't think we're gonna make it. I don't think we're even gonna make it through this level. bummer. It felt like we had a pretty strong run till now. I thought we were doing good, but I guess not. That interlace shot is super good, though. That did a ton of damage. Storm orbs. Okay. So let's come over here. I don't think we... So to unlock... Yeah, we're not going to be unlocking any new characters here anytime soon. We have to do a ton of cold damage, which we're not going to get to. Let's go over to the Pyromancer this time. We'll try a Pyromancer. Okay, so let's see. Where's good old fire damage? Do we have fire damage? I don't even know if I have fire damage. Oh, we do. Fire damage, we'll do 3 there. Let's do area of effect. Do ignite chance. Experience gain. Area, let's do ability haste, a bunch of that. Hard rarity. Dang, that's expensive though, but that could be okay. Damage over time. And then... Oh, I didn't get any max health. I guess we'll try it with no max health. Let's do ailment duration then. Oh, and then we can do one more. Chain distance. I don't know if that'll help. And what can we buy? Ignite chance. Fate dice. Chill power. Ignite power. Man, these are huge ones. Area of effect. Fate dice. That's just an extra reroll. I guess I'll save. I think I'm okay with what we have. Did you use his dash ability? Yeah. Let's maybe... No, let's try the desert biome again. I just started watching a recorded vid and then saw you were live too. Yep. Yeah, I put out a video, I don't know, when did I put out the video? A couple days ago. I have another video coming out tomorrow. This one. And this guy does like a fire trail. Alright, we're gonna make sure we get fire spells here as much as I want. Let's do the heat beam. It could be the way I'm leveling up spells too, because a lot of the times I've been prioritizing making sure that I get the spell evolutions, but I'm not sure what the best path is yet. Is it to get spell evolutions even if you take a lower level rarity, or should I be taking some of the higher level stuff? What do we have here? Holy Ground or Cleansing Fire? Burn enemies all around the player, dealing damage based on max HP. Of course, I didn't put any max HP on me. I didn't put any max HP on my character this run. I guess we'll still take that. But what's up, Various? Have you been playing the game, or are you just checking it out? Let's go with extra projectile count. Okay, we'll do the fire damage multiplier. Sagittarius. Okay, cluster grenades. That's a new one I haven't seen yet. There's the physical whirling knives. I think we'll try the cluster grenades. Fire volley projectiles that deal fire damage in front of the player. Or throw mines around you that deal fire damage upon being triggered. Let's try the cluster grenades. There's a lot of fire spells in this game. Fortunately, there's not a lot of physical spells. Haven't played it yet. Hopefully you like what you see and you want to pick it up. I don't know how much the game is. How much is the game? Like $8 or $9, I would imagine. Definitely do the fire damage. Fire. I mean, I was lucky enough to get a key, so big thanks to the devs for the hookup. Common to rare for damage or extra projectile. Let's do that. I guess we'll see how much we do better this run with fire compared to lightning. Man, that other interlace spell, though, that was such a good spell. That was such a good spell. I love that spell. Visually, it was cool. It was a very effective, powerful spell, too. Straight up fire damage, man. Okay. Because I'm trying to get to a point to where I upgrade the spells, but then getting something, you know, like a straight up fire damage increase when I'm gonna have all fire spells. Seems that I should probably just take that. Just got something working that's been fighting me for 2 weeks. My man, good job. Okay, let's go ability haste. Damage over time, extra projectile. Okay, let's do... So projectile count first wave 6, second wave, and then third wave. Okay. Yeah, cluster does seem hit or miss. A lot of the times it feels like it might not hit anything. Good job, Justin. I'm proud of you. Never give up. We still need to get one more spell. I also, yeah, I guess you don't even technically need to pick 5 spells either. I wonder if that's a valid strategy in this game. Just focus on a couple spells and level all those up. You know, just pick 2 or 3 of what you consider the most powerful spells and max those out as high as you can. Just gonna do that straight up fire. Okay, let's see. Oh, Blessed Bell. Generates bells that smite nearby enemies and provide temporary buffs on pickup. And it does fire damage. Then we have a cold, and then we have Crescendo Wave. Let's do the Blessed Bell. Generates bells that smite enemies and provide temporary buffs upon pickup. So I have to pick them up. Oh, I see it. Oh, right here, these things. Oh, interesting. Okay, but I have to run on them. That's not going to be very good for this escort quest, where I actively have to stay in the same area. That's an interesting spell. Looks like the Taco Bell icon. It is. That's totally the Taco Bell icon. Oh my gosh. They 100%. That's pretty funny. That's definitely an inspiration for that icon. I don't know how much I like these spells, though, where I have to run and try to get them. It does seem like a pretty strong spell, because it almost seems to one-shot the enemies when I hit the bell. But the fact that I have to hit the bell for it to do anything is a problem. Let's look at all these bells sitting here. So many of them. A lot of damage. It looks like it's hitting for over 100. Yeah, I think it's hitting for 109 each hit. Oh, I guess I could have did the max health too, because the other, yeah, look at all the bells that we didn't even activate. I still don't have any extra projectiles on my firebolt either. That's a problem. At least for that spell it is. So it looks like it's giving me a random buff every time. So area effect buff, duration buff, ability haste, damage. That seems pretty useful. I don't really know how powerful I feel yet, though. I don't feel that strong yet. Probably because I don't have any spells evolved yet either. Those are usually pretty big upgrades. fairly new to this game category and loving Deep Rock Galactic. What are other options? In terms of new ones, this one, Trial Survivor, I think is pretty decent. Arms of God just came out. Spell Brigade, Jotun Slayer, Hordes of Hell. I think those are all good ones. Jotun Slayer, Hordes of Hell is a really, really good one. Definitely check that out. Spell Brigade is really good too. Spell Brigade, I would say, is very similar to this one in terms of sort of looks and aesthetics. Nimrods, Guncraft Survivor. I think that's a cool one. I don't know. There's so many. Paratech Legion is a new one. That one just came out like a month ago. I haven't had a chance to play that one yet, but I've heard good things about Paratech. Morning, first time on your stream. What's up, Rick? Welcome on in. All right, let's go with... I like this one. This is going to give us more buff duration. Let's do that. New games always tend to bring in some new people. You know, this one just came out and it seems to be getting like a little bit of traction. Hopefully it gets more because I do think this is a pretty cool game. Let's do a reroll. We're just going to reroll the cards though. We'll do the ability haste, the rare. And let's do ability haste again. How's it going, Ricky? Welcome on in. Are you new to the channel or just new to the streams? Because I technically don't live stream a lot. I usually do a Monday, Saturday night, and it's only for, you know, a couple hours, like 2 or 3 hours each time. So I'm not really that big into live streaming. I do it when I can, kind of thing. So if you haven't caught a lot of live streams, that's probably because I don't really do a lot of them. The majority of my time is spent doing videos. Yeah, this build is not doing so hot, I don't think, because I feel I'm already getting swarmed. The lightning build we were doing before felt much more powerful. But again, I don't have any evolutions yet. We need to get evolutions. Kind of like Gojo, very similar. Do that ignite chance. Like Gojo definitely only does streams on occasion. Although I think Gojo started out as a Twitch streamer. And I try to mix in live streams sort of as much as I can, you know, here and there. But yeah, it's really when the time fits, because I work a full-time job and then a lot of my free time is spent, you know, recording videos. So streaming, I usually only pop into streams when I'm caught up on recording. Seems like this bell spell is popping up all the time. Get one more totem. Recording seems like it would take a lot of time. It does. Recording does take a lot of time. What I usually do is, since I work full time, I work a 9 to 5. I do the majority of my recording on the weekends. Do the majority on the weekends. Like, I'll record probably like 10 hours. You like this build I got going? I don't know if I do. It seems okay, but unless something changes, I feel like I'm not going to be strong enough. Oh man, did I not get the last totem? Oh man, I wasn't paying attention. That's what happens when we stream. I tend to forget to do stuff. Okay. Deal more damage based on the target's missing HP. Generate a stacking damage over time. Apply a stacking slow effect. I think we'll try this one. Let's try more damage. Deal more damage based on the target's missing HP. I think we'll try that. Looks like the bells are the strongest thing you got. They wipe out a few enemies. They do a lot of damage. Any Deep Rock Galactic? Nah, not tonight. Much as I love that game, I can't play it as much as I do. Physical damage? No. All right, let's do ability haste on the cluster grenades. No, we're gonna grind this one out. Cursor over the cleansing skill. Oh, I don't know if I can do that while we're paused. That's one thing the game needs to let me do too. Let me cursor over it. If you want to just tell me what it is, go ahead. The bell is pretty powerful though in that, you know, it basically one-shots everything. I just needed to do, I need to get more projectiles on this apparently though. And on top of the fact that it adds a buff too, that's pretty nice. You can do it when you level up, okay. Okay, so the cleansing fire, let's see. Every 0.2 seconds deal damage in an area effect equals 5% max health and 5% of missing health. Yeah. I think the upgrade I just did the missing health, right? And 5%, so does it do more damage now with that upgrade? Let's do ability duration there. It scales off your max HP, I know. As soon as I took that spell, I realized that I didn't put any max HP in my you know, my whatever you want to call it, the when you get a buff up your character before the run, the meta progress, whatever. Yeah, this seems to be doing a lot better now, though. This spell definitely ramped up with that upgrade. Okay, what do we have here? Generates a nova of musical projectiles that apply a debuff, which generates more projectiles. Provides a buff that smites surrounding enemies for its duration. Provides a permanent stackable beneficial effect on pickup. 99. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. These all sound so good. What floor are we on? 5? Provides a permanent stackable beneficial effect on pickup. 99 stacks. Provides a buff that smites surrounding enemies or generates a nova of musical projectiles that apply a debuff. I kind of like this one. A permanent stackable beneficial effect on pickup. 99 stacks. So I could get technically 99 stacks of something like this, or is it going to be a different... Or is it going to be a different type of buff? I'm curious if it's going to be... Because it doesn't say what the stackable beneficial effect is. Chef wants 3. Let's try that. Oh, wait, where's my stackable? Where is it? It's ability duration, cooldown reduction, and AoE. Where'd it go, though? Let's do area of effect there. How come it doesn't show, though? I was kind of hoping it would show in that corner. The stacks only come from the bells that drop from bells after you pick them up. Oh. I guess that makes sense. All right, so so generate 1 bell that lasts 15 seconds, smites 5 enemies. Upon collecting the bell, provide a singular buff that lasts for 8 seconds, generate 3 smites. Okay. Let's go with heap. This Ring of Fire spell is dominating them. Yeah, I'm not seeing any of my permanent effects. Sure. It will show when the other buffs... It will show where the other buffs have been, but you've only picked up old bells thus far. Where's my new ones, though? I'm just gonna pick all these up. Well, apparently none of those were new ones. Yeah, on next map it should be every bell then, technically. Let's do projectile. Okay, we could do the max health. Oh, it's not a lot. Oh, did I pick the wrong one? Is that why? I thought I picked the duration. Yeah, I could have swore I picked the permanent buff too. But you're right. Which makes sense why the permanent upgrade doesn't show up. I could have swore I clicked on it, though. Because, yeah, now I think it smites more enemies when we were reading that. That's a bummer. What up, Fizz? Okay, we'll do fireball damage. Still need to get more evolutions. I think we only have one spell evolved. No, we have two now. I think we only have two. I rewatched the footage and it went to the second option for some reason when you clicked on the third. That's odd. Yeah, because I could have swore I clicked on the third, so I'm not sure. I'm definitely not sure what happened there. But yeah, it's basically doing more smites now. That's a bummer. Oh well. No, I'm gonna reroll this. Not gonna get different spells. Is it really just gonna give me? Does it always? Oh, it's because it's Lyra. Dang. Okay, we could do that ability haste. Lyra must only have that spell for us. I need to know. I need to just learn which characters have which spells too. Because Leo, I'm pretty sure, is going to have the majority of our spells. Oh, there's finally extra projectile count. Let's do that. Yeah, the problem is, Duck, is I don't know who has what type of spells yet. So yeah, Lyra only has the Bell spell for us. We need to try to get over to Leo. Maybe it was from switching, maybe. This game does have a little bit of issue switching between the two. The other reroll, yeah. You can change the character, or you can change the cards that are showing up. So yeah, I should have rerolled the other one, but then I got a spell that I liked, or an upgrade that I liked. Okay, we're starting to struggle again here. Not really keeping up too well. Or maybe what I should probably do is not keep myself in an area where I'm going to get funneled in. I'm going to do the extra projectiles. Just got to keep kind of moving and not let myself get surrounded. I also need to get some health here. Very much health. All right, give me some more health. Where's some health drops? Hoping I could power through that area, but I think we need to Here, let's go to settings. Just turn this damage numbers down. Okay. Let's do... I don't know, see, like, I don't know what spells Libra has. I think we want to get to... Oh, here we go. That's fine. Projectile bounce off the ground and explodes on impact. Fire double the projectiles in a wider arc. Or fires a projectile that releases smaller grenades during its flight. Let's do the double projectiles in a wider arc. No, no. No, these elite characters. Stay alive, stay alive. Oh man, okay, we did it. Alright, I don't want more bell stuff. I want my other spells to get leveled up. We'll do one more. Leo, there we go. Let's do Fireball. That's a pretty good upgrade, but I want to do these ones. I want to get the Fireball leveled up. Okay, floor 8. The cluster grenade does look pretty cool, but I still don't know how good it is. It has a pretty long cooldown. It looks... I like how it looks, though. That looks pretty awesome when you just shoot it all out like that. That's sweet. Oh, great. We got the golems now. We're in trouble. I think we're in deep trouble now. I kind of feel that I might have to abandon this quest if I want to try to survive. I don't know. Okay, let's do a little bit more rerolls because, yeah, we need to get to Leo. Let's do Heat Beam Ignite Chance. Oh, see, I can't get through these guys. I can't stay in here. Oh my gosh, these levels are so tough. I know I'm getting out of the thing. If I fail the quest, I fail the quest. I guess I might just have to make that sacrifice. See if I can work my way back into it. This level's definitely way harder than the first level, that's for sure. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, that's a good upgrade. More waves, more projectiles, less cooldown. The only thing I dislike about this game is the escort quest. It does add some flavor. Oh yeah, the escort quest is by far, I think, the hardest quest to do in this game. But yeah, I appreciate that it's there, and it does, you know, add some extra quests to the game. but it does add a lot of difficulty. All right, so that was a GG, I guess. Man, the heat beam, we didn't even get that one evolved, and that one still did the second most damage. It kind of felt like this wasn't necessarily that good of a run either. The bells did a lot of single target damage, but overall, you know, not really good damage. The fireball, admittedly, I just never really leveled up. The cluster grenade felt pretty weak, though. The cluster grenades did not feel that strong at all, and that was probably... I wish it would show the levels, too, how much times, because the cluster grenade was one of our highest leveling spells. The cleansing firepower, though, that felt really good after we got that upgrade. And then the heat beam, too. Unfortunately, we didn't get to level up the heat beam a little bit more, because I think that could have benefited, since it was our second strongest spell, and we didn't even evolve that one. That's a bummer. Yeah, the cluster grenades did look pretty sweet, but yeah, that's a bummer. Okay, well, I think we're going to call it there. Let's come look at upgrades, see if there's anything worth buying here. I guess I'll just buy this one. Let's just buy that ignite power just to get some big damage in there. Area of effect damage, ability haste. I'm gonna actually do a re-roll just to kind of see what else shows up. Bleed power, chain count. Ooh, projectile count. Okay, I'm definitely gonna try to save up to get that one. Projectile count +1, but that has a 10 weight. That's not bad. You'd love the rampaging bell with permanent stacks, so hope you test it later. Yeah, that was a bummer that we didn't get that, because a permanent stack sounds that would be pretty strong. But yeah, that's gonna be it. That's gonna be it. Thanks everybody for hanging out and checking this out again. If you're new to the channel, I do play a lot of games like this. I do daily videos all the time. We do 2 videos every single day. Every single day I put out 2 videos, you know, somewhere in the morning and then somewhere in the afternoon, depending where you live. I'm in the States, so I don't think they added the cluster grenade with the evolved. You had it for a short time, so I think that's the reason for not... Oh, being so high. I don't know. I don't know if it includes the damage from before or not. But either way, I definitely don't think it was that good of a spell anyways. But sometimes they don't do that. Sometimes they don't add the evolutions and they track them separately. But since it didn't track it separately, I'm not sure if it does. But either way, I do think it was kind of a weak spell. The Ring of Fire, you could tell, was definitely our best one. That one racked up so much damage. But yeah, like I said, if you're new to the channel, make sure to check out the videos. I play a lot of games like this. So mostly roguelikes, all that kind of fun stuff. 2 videos every day, every single day. It's crazy. But yeah, that's gonna be it. I may or may not be back tomorrow night for a live stream. I'll see. It's just gonna kind of depend on the day and how I feel about if I'm either gonna spend the night recording or jumping back in for a live stream, but we'll see. But I might jump in. Just keep an eye on the channel. I'll post it if we do. But yep, thanks everybody for hanging out. It was fun. This is a very cool game, Trial Survivor. Make sure to check it out if this looked interesting to you. But yep, have a good night, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you at, and I will catch you all later.